Oh, uh, uh. Oh, should I take this off?
I just took mine off a few minutes ago, actually.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. This is Essence of Life. Today, we're going to be talking about how we see the world, and we're focusing on motivation. I'm Amanda Armagast.
I'm Dr. Abbasi for Essence.
Dominic Moore.
Okay, so as you guys know, we just go around answering some questions. We have a doctor, a PA, and a normal person.
A normal person.
So it'll have a lot of different perspectives. What do you want to start with? Reflections?
You go.
Okay. So how do you stay motivated during challenging times in your life? I'm gonna have you start this one because you have a lot of challenging times in your life and you've made it through all of them.
Well, I think you guys should start because we have only 15 minutes. I don't want to take all the time.
Don't, then make it short.
You guys start. Right? Dominic, go.
Okay. So, my life, I've had a lot of challenges during, but I have sort of this worldview that, not to make things sad or whatnot, but that most of life is kind of bad, but that's only if you choose to let it kind of experience it that way. You only get the one life. So even if, let's say, all you're getting day after day is lemons, well, if you start to like lemons, it's kind of okay that way. So, you don't like lemons immediately, but a lot of it is just sort of me trying to figure out how I enjoy things that aren't always going to be what I want. Because you don't often get what you want. Sometimes you just get things. That's how the world works. So.
Okay.
No, you make lemonade out of lemon. That's your motivation.
No,
lemonade.
Lemons.
Yeah, lemonade, lemon cake, lemon cookies. I'll eat the rind, just however I want to enjoy it.
He knows bad stuff is going to happen, so he's figuring just roll with it. Just find a way to enjoy it.
That's why oftentimes people, when something really awful happens and I start laughing, people get kind of confused. But it's just
you do that too.
Yeah, it's just.
So when I'm in situation that somebody is being a little psychotic or something, and then makes me a little confused, I start as well having this smirk, and that makes people mad. Actually,
fighting with Tina, what if you're in an argument with Tina? Do you ever start laughing?
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. Yeah, and
she'll be like, "What's
wrong with you?" Because I'll be like, I don't understand. What is happening right now? Yeah.
Oh my God, that would make me enraged.
I have to always stop because I have to tell her I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because that's just the emotion that presents,
That's where you're an exception, Dominic, because at least you have empathy, you know how to relate to humans, you know how humans feel and respond to things. So you can at least you care about Tina enough to say, I'm going to laugh and I'm sorry, it's not about you. It's just
it's absolutely me being a fool. That's what it is.
And you say that, right? Okay, and then which of her 55 personalities comes out and reacted that?
Oh, you're the one that hits me. She's like, laugh at this, and gets the sandal or something like that.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, but that's sometimes you have the so-called reaction, natural reaction to an unfamiliar situation. On one side, you think that I do the same thing. On one side, my thing is, are you being serious? Are you cuckoo and so on? Then. But on the other side, it's actually funny, but it's not funny. So you're trying to hold this the laughter back, and harder you try, more it comes through, right?
Yeah, the harder you try to stifle a laugh, the more it wants out.
Then on the other side, somebody's going through all the different personalities to work through them, and each of them comes out and hits you harder, right?
Yes.
Well, so how I stay motivated is that actually I'm the exact opposite of you. I feel like good things are always going to end up happening when I'm in the middle of a shitty situation, which is very rare. I just try and stay positive or focus on this is going to be over soon. There's no way this can last longer, but then I think about you, go on to you, where it does last longer and it does snowball into something bigger.
And then how do you overcome that?
I haven't had to really I can't think of a lot of times in my life that I've had a huge obstacle that I wasn't able to overcome or something where I'm like, I can never emotionally recover from this. Like,
I feel
Um,
like, not to talk about your life for you, but I feel like that's kind of just who you are. You're the person who would see a mountain and be like, "Oh no, that's fine. Like I can get over that. Like no
Yeah.
worries." So I think even though you're saying, "Oh, I haven't really had a lot of big things I've had to struggle through," you probably have. It's just you just take it so well.
Thanks. I guess, yeah, like one thing that was kind of recently brought to my attention, I watched the Mean Girls movie and actually with Dr. Bossy and his daughter. And Dr. Bossy was saying, like, is this really how high school is? Are they really that mean? And Shireen's like, no, that's not true. That's how they were to me in high school, actually.
Mm.
Like, I had to switch schools
Mm.
at the end of my high school career and
Mm.
at the end of the year, too. So I only had 3 months in that school.
Mm.
Everyone hated
High
me.
school is a career.
Everyone hated me. Like I had absolutely no friends. I had to eat lunch in the counselor's office because
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
At least you didn't have to
No,
eat it in the
because- no,
bathroom like in the
I
Mean
couldn't
Girl.
eat it in the bathroom because they wanted to beat me up.
Oh, in the bathroom.
The bathroom is the best place because there's no cameras.
So,
So
oh,
yeah, I'm not
Mhm.
going in the bathroom.
Mm-mm.
They
Oh,
wanna
okay,
beat me
okay.
up.
It's an
I don't
arena
know.
in there.
I don't know. I haven't been there.
That was like hard to overcome, but then
I
I
was
just
usually the person who beats other people.
yeah, that makes sense. I just kept telling myself like, well, summer's coming, like only 3 more months. So yeah, I just took it one day at a time.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow. This is you. Oh wow, good story.
So why do you think bad thing happens all the time to me? Because you were alluding to that,
No, I
and
don't.
then you look at my life and say, oh yeah, it can get worse and it can be take a long time.
Yeah.
What do you think, like,
Well, because
about that?
I don't take as big of risks as you. You take a lot of risks, and it's not
What
that
kind
you
of
take,
risk do I take?
well, like opening a surgery center, like doing procedures that everyone is going to hate you and still posting about it, even though like you're not doing anything wrong. You know you're not doing anything wrong, but it's a risk to post.
Personal risk. I
Yeah,
take
personal
personal risk.
risk.
See, I break the convention. The convention is that you cannot help an 85-year-old person. Like, I break that convention and I have a
Mm.
track record, I can do that.
Mhm.
The convention is, this surgery is 7 hours. I do it in 45 minutes and I can help people. Nobody else can. And obviously, lots of people who have 2000% more risk of infection, they won't like that.
Mhm.
And they want to come back at me because if I'm wrong, they win.
Mhm.
If what I'm doing is right, there is no reason for whatever they do to exist. They are doing malpractice
Mhm.
and they're hitting back and they don't hit back fair. And we are going through this process now but I have a track record. Everything is on my side. I have 1,600 patients. I have 10 years data collected. I have over 1,400 patient testimonials. Everything
Mhm.
is there. Some days, like yesterday, I was sitting there. I say, it doesn't really matter. It seems that you look at the sky, you see the sky is blue, and people come say, no, sky is brown,
Hmm.
and so on. And you say, but look at it, it is blue. It's in front of you. Everything is in front of you. And then they get with their bodies together and say, no, it's brown. It's brown.
Mhm.
And then they go around the corner. They laugh off and so on. Some days you feel what you make doesn't matter. That take my motivation away.
Hmm.
But then the other days, like today, people fly from Germany and other states to get a care nobody else can provide. And nature is beautiful. Universe is beautiful. On days that I'm really down, I get few patients who look me into the eye and tell me, doctor, thank you. They told me I have to live with it. Now my pain is gone. And in those moments, I notice it is not about me. Those other local doctors who have 10 times, 20 times more risk of infection, like 2,000% risk of infection, their patient die on the table. They cannot help people. And they don't really hate me. They hate, it is what I represent that makes them irrelevant. That's what they hate. They don't even know me, so many people they don't even know me, and they spread like literally a doctor, and doctors are like, doctor are worse than Mean Girls in
Yeah,
that movie.
I
Okay.
noticed.
I got a call from a doctor that somebody told that doctor that I have talked bad about Dr. X. I said, who is Dr. X? I don't even know who Dr. X
Hmm.
is.
Yeah,
Does
but
it sound like a schoolyard?
it literally
already?
is. It literally, all these
I-
doctors
I-
are teenage girls.
I really
like,
didn't
worse than
know.
my high school
I
bullies.
really didn't know who that doctor is. I say, how can I talk bad about that doctor? I don't know who that person is. I have never met him.
Hmm.
I don't even know who that is. I have no knowledge of existence of that doctor.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he a doctor here in town, or is he a doctor in South
Yeah, and then
Africa?
what
And so,
happened?
well, and then he understood that, I could have not said that, but you see, when you imagine you confront with somebody that at every category, like you do a surgery 7 hours, that person, so surgeon does it in half an hour. You help patient, he cannot help. Imagine you have like 10 times more blood loss. You cannot win that. Imagine we are
Mhm.
playing chess, and I'm just so much better.
Yeah, I've got like two pieces and you've got an entire board, you know?
And I have entire board. So you cannot win that with the rules, with the regular rules. What do? You just bump the table.
Yeah, throw the
You
board.
just you
Mhm.
try to divert the attention from yourself,
Mhm.
and you try to justify why your patient should die on the table, and that's okay. Now you see, they don't hate me; they hate. No, in those days, where how I motivate myself is I literally look at the patient that only I can help, and I say, it is truly not about me. The pain, like some days, my heart wants to explode.
Mhm.
I just want to say, I need to quit. This cannot go on. This is not fair. This is not good. But then I see a patient that if I quit,
And
has
they don't
to-
get help.
they will
Yeah.
have bugs in the fold of their skin as we had.
Mhm.
You want to describe our experience?
Yeah, this was a patient who had been told by, I believe it was three, maybe even four other surgeons, they couldn't help him because his weight was too high. He had too high of a BMI.
Problem was too big.
Yeah, the problem was too big. And really, he did have extensive problems in his back, but there was one area that was causing the most of it. There's part of his back that he's lived with for decades now and still able to work and do everything. But this other area could be fixed, but nobody really wanted to touch it. And because of that, he couldn't bathe himself. He couldn't take care of himself in any way. And this was like the sweetest guy you'd ever meet. You
And
know,
he had to have two family members to take care of him, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
All the
and
time.
it's the kind of guy
24/7,
too
yeah.
who, his family is trying to take care of him, but they can't really do a great job because they're not trained in this.
And not
But
only that, they have jobs, they have to work.
precisely. So he's over here talking about how everyone is so wonderful to him, how his life is so good, and how everything's
Finally,
helping.
we got to fix him, but by the time he had dead bugs in his skin fold,
Yeah.
because that is the price of not taking care of them. And then when I see he's having tear in his eyes,
Mhm.
he said, "Doctor, I'm so thankful. They told me there's nothing to be done." Then all my sorrows are irrelevant.
Mhm.
It doesn't really matter. Even if I die, if somebody comes and shoot me in the head, if they come and drain my blood, you see, your life has a purpose, and that's, I think, what motivates everybody in a way or not. If you just dig holes and fill it back up, and they pay you the whole world for it, and if you see that it has really, what you do has no purpose,
Mhm.
even if you get rewarded highly for that,
Mhm.
it doesn't motivate you.
Mhm.
But if you see your life has a purpose beyond you, that what you do, it has like a snowball effect. It has all of a sudden, he doesn't have to have dead bugs in his skin
Mhm.
fold. His pain is gone. He can take care of himself. His brothers, they don't have to take time off that thing.
Mhm.
Like a patient that the family had to take turn
Mhm.
to take time off to take care of the mother. Then all of a sudden they have to call, make sure she's home when they come in and
Yeah,
visit.
because she's so busy now.
And we have all those testimonials. Once you see with all your sorrows, even when your heart is about to break and in 1,000 pieces, when you see you have a purpose, what you do is not just for you, is has a greater impact on your surrounding. All of a sudden, your sorrows just melt away. I'm just a piece of a big piece of in the universe, like, and I'm like an asteroid that smash into the sun and get destroyed. But in the bigger picture, you have impact, you do good, you have a purpose. And that is what truly motivates me. And I'm very rational person, but sometimes I do think universe has a conscious, because on those days that I'm down, I get more of those patients that show me that all my sorrows are irrelevant. They would literally have bugs in their skin fold if it was for those people who criticize me. But for me, I can make an impact in their life. That's what motivates me. We are time for other things. So that's why I wanted you two guys go first, because I know when I start, I cannot stop.
Thanks for watching. This was Essence of Life, How We See the World. I'm Amanda Armagast.
Dominic Moore.
And Dr. Abbasi for Essence.
Thanks.